All right, we've got a good one today.
We got an awesome one, really
So
juicy one.
there's some drama. I don't really go and deal with the 3D community on Twitter. I kind of follow different people.
We don't have
More,
time for it either, so
yeah, but I still follow a few people in the 3D community that I just think are cool. I like them.
yeah.
And apparently some drama was going down, and I was like, okay, it's another. There's always drama in the 3D community. I don't understand it, but there always is.
People are
So
bored, have too much time. That's the
way too
problem.
much time. But I read this one, and I was like,
What the fuck, basically.
that's literally how I reacted. I was beyond confused that people were even triggered at this in the first
I don't
place.
know what was more confusing. The fact that there was nothing there in the post,
It's
or,
the
whe- or
truthful post.
or the fact that it was actually deleted,
I don't know.
right?
But
So
let's read it because this needs to be discussed.
yeah,
And it's kind of going to go on the memo of losers are going to be losers and winners are going to be winners. So here it is. The post said, I'm all for work and life balance, but I have to say something to some of you game dev students. I'm encountering a lot of you that think not doing any artwork on the weekends and that still working around 7 p.m. is too much. If you think, but boy, have I got news for you. If you think you can coast through a course and a job will just land at your feet at the end of it, you're in for a shock. Studios will pick the best applicant, and there are students out there who I honestly would say want it more than you seem to. Work your ass off, otherwise, you'll probably get left in the dust. What was wrong with that post?
it's facts. I mean, it's actually a really nice post because I will put it differently. Get your
Ryuu
fucking ass
would.
in gear, or I'm gonna fucking slap you.
Exact. That's how Ryuu would put it. So this
Because that's
post
the
was
truth. I
nice.
mean, if you like, my brain can't. I can't really lower my IQ that low, but I'm gonna try to simulate this shit. Bro, like, if you're not working towards your goals, the fuck you doing with your life?
Not even that. That too, but what I want to understand is
What's happening here?
how did this trigger people and not inspire them?
That I can't even comprehend this shit, man.
Bro, I can't
We're gonna
I
try to
can't
do a better job, by the way, in this video. So stick around.
I
Because
can't
if this is
comprehend
if this fucking triggered you, you're fucking in for a shock.
if someone that got triggered by that post is watching this,
Keep watching.
uh, literally keep watching because you're gonna have some juicy content to put on Reddit.
I am
So
fucking pissed, actually. I mean, not pissed, really. Yeah, I used to be pissed, okay?
now you're just like you accept it.
Now
You accept the world for what it
I
is.
just don't care, really. Because if you want to be left in dust, you're going to be left in dust. Who gives a shit? I mean, look, for us, it's better, right? Because there's less competition. People talk about making money, with Blender or without Blender. It doesn't matter how you're going to make the money, right? But in order to make money, you need to actually do something, right? You need to do more than other people. So yeah, like if you're going to, sit on your ass and think, oh, I've worked 5 hours today, so I'm entitled to a job in
Yeah, it's
studio.
ridiculous,
The
bro.
fuck you talking about? You work until you get the shit, that you want. Like you work until you get hired. There's no time limit. There's
Yep.
no amount of work you need to, put in. You need to put enough work to get what you want. So
Yep.
doing your best is not good enough. You need to do whatever is required for you to get what you want. And no one's gonna reward you for it. There's no one's gonna pat you on the back. It's just, you gotta get shit done.
Well, the loser friends might pat them on the back for accomplishing nothing.
Or they wanna do it because they wanna drag them down. They wanna drag them down to the
If
level
exactly.
so they can feel happy and content about what their lifestyle. Okay, so they wanna basically drag you down to prove to themselves that their lives are actually okay, right? Everything is fine with whatever they do, right? So instead of trying to push someone up, they're trying to drag you down. Avoid these
Yeah.
people like a fucking
Let me
plague.
add to that as well. So there's no end to the work until
No.
you've accomplished the result you're going for.
No.
For some people, there's no end goal. It's just always working. That's fine. For some people, the end goal might be, I want a studio job. I don't know, to just do Blender for a living as an example.
Yeah, we're not telling you to work like, 17, 18, 25 hours a day because, if you have to do something, you have to do something.
If
But
you have to work a job and pay the bills, you have to do that.
yeah, like we
right?
worked a lot when we started Blender Bros because we had so much, so many things to do. Now we don't have to grind so much, but we used to work a lot. And not because we had to or like only because we had to, but we simply wanted to. If you were doing something and you just kind of
If you're complaining about 7 p.m. working, do you really enjoy what you're doing?
Yeah, like if you even if you're not working 9 to 7, if you're 9 to 5, if you're working, let's say freelance stuff, and you're not really enjoying it in a way that you're counting hours like every day how much you worked, are you sure this is what you want to do? Like, ask yourself the question, right?
Yeah, if you're complaining about, say, you need to work until you get the result you want. If you're complaining about that, do you really enjoy the work?
We recording course now, right? And normally it takes people ages to record a course, sometimes even over a year. You know why? Because they just simply not focused enough, right? Like, we wake up in the morning with an excitement to do this shit because it just drives the shit out of us, right? Like, we are bored in between courses or between anything we do because there's there's no substance to our life. We like being busy, okay? Like being creative, but we are in a field that we enjoy. If I was working in, I don't know, fucking car salesman, like a car salesman or whatever, real estate, I wouldn't give a shit, right? I wouldn't enjoy what I do. But we look forward to waking up in the morning and actually putting the work in because it drives us, right? And that's the difference.
And this is why I can't comprehend the people who are bitching about that post.
But these are people who want to get a fucking job in the industry.
Here's the irony. Here's the irony of this. Somebody with a professional in the industry, with a job in the industry, living a life you want to live, is giving you advice on how to get there. And you're saying he's wrong.
No,
you're saying he's an asshole.
You get triggered.
Imagine the level of arrogance that requires.
Or fucking...
It's like me going to Elon.
Low intelligence, because you need to be
too.
a fucking daft cunt not to understand the simple fucking truth that if someone who got there tells you what you need to do to get there and you fucking not ignore this shit, you get triggered by it because you're a lazy fuck and you don't want to work, and that's the truth. That's the truth, man. They're lazy fucking pricks. It's 100% the truth. So
I just can't comprehend that level of arrogance.
Yeah, it pisses me the fuck off, man. I'm ready to slap, man. Seriously.
Because that post, when I first read, I was like, this is inspiring. This is going to inspire a lot of people. No, it just triggered them.
It was a nice post.
Nicer than you would have put it.
Dude, like, in my realm, this was, way too soft. Right? It was just actually very nice. It was gentle. Like a light morning breeze.
So if people are getting pissed at that, you imagine how pissed people get at Ryuu when he's even more direct.
I don't give a flying fuck what they do, man.
Exactly.
You get pissed, you don't get pissed.
We're not trying to serve these people either. Because I gave this analogy, I think, in one of the other podcasts.
I don't fucking need you, man. If you're like this, fuck off. I don't need you.
You wouldn't succeed with the programs.
You're going to bring all our students down. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get on the fucking Discord server. You're going to start posting some bullshit. And gonna start drugging people who actually wanna achieve something down. We don't want that. We're gonna fucking nuke your ass. So be warned. And this is just unacceptable. That level of wokeness needs to fucking stop, because you will not achieve anything in your fucking life. You're gonna die a dreamer. You wanna die a dreamer, or you wanna achieve something? You need to ask yourself this question. If you really wanna achieve something, you need to do what needs to be done. That's it.
Period.
Right. Period. There's just no other way to do it.
Even if you don't want to, or things get tough, or whatever it is, the honest truth is the universe does not give a shit. The universe does not operate on emotion. The universe does not operate on how you feel. The universe doesn't care if you feel like you're overworked until 10 p.m. trying to accomplish your dreams. The universe just does what the universe does. It continues.
Yeah.
It doesn't care. So people have this weird attachment to like their emotions. They think their emotions magically change the facts of life.
Yeah. And also, if you believe in something, right, truly believe in something, you need to stick by it. Like this guy, for example, I don't want to shit on him, but because he sounds like an alright guy and he knows what he wants. But he deleted his post. He deleted his Twitter account, which is crazy. And it was like 25K
over
followers.
Backlash.
Right? Yeah, over the
or
backlash.
I don't know, but
he should have. I mean, if you
have to double down on that.
If you're listening, mate, just you need to stamp your fucking foot. Stamp your foot, because that was truth. And if we
it's true. We know it's true.
Yeah, we people who are actually know the truth, and people who try help other people to get better, gonna sort of fold under the pressure of some fucking woke pricks. What the fuck is gonna happen to this planet? We're gonna be fucked. Microbes gonna take over.
And there's a certain level of self-confidence you get when you're going to get shit on, but you'll stand by it anyways. I know there's gonna be a subset of people who are like, I fucking love what these guys are saying, and there's gonna be a subset of people that are fuming right now.
Good.
Which is good. there's going to be a subset of those people, and they're going to try to cancel you. They're going to post shit. They're going to say how much of an asshole we are.
You come to Blender
or
Bros,
other
you know where
people
we
are.
stand. And if you don't like it, fuck off. I don't give a shit.
And there's
We
a
serve people
certain-
only who are really interested in bettering themselves, in getting shit done. And
Yep.
we have so many results. You know, we got people who, after only a few months of studying, you know, and us helping them, got jobs in AAA industry.
Yep.
And it's not a joke. It's actually, you know, it's truth. And I can show you tons of examples. And, you know,
solid proof of them
yeah, we have
literally working.
We have
for
literally
places.
solid proof working in,
But they
in
were-
this.
they-
But
they
they were
were-
grafting.
Yeah, they were doing what needed to be done.
They were fucking grafting. You could see the progression. You could see like they were just pulling ahead of everyone because they were working their fucking ass off and they got what they wanted. And guess what? They never stopped because they like what they do. Right?
It's easy at that point.
They kept on going. And that's how you get to be a Vitaly Bulgarov. Think about it, right? That's how you get there with this mindset. If you don't have this mindset, don't even fucking think about getting there. Right? You're gonna be lucky if you get past the fucking doorway in your house.
Yep. There's also people saying there's an element of luck. Say you want to work a certain job or get into a
Yeah.
certain industry. There's people who argue it's lucky. I partially agree, and I'll explain. Luck is going to pop in randomly, right? It's luck
Yeah.
that arguably it's luck that I met you. Maybe
Yeah,
we would have
yeah.
met anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's luck that you randomly popped into the stream. We started talking.
That was random as hell.
It might be maybe one day we get a boost in sales like 20 times a normal day. That's lucky too.
Yeah.
You know, these things can happen, but there's also the side of things data wise that has no correlation to luck at all.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. When it comes to building an online business or really any business, you have traffic coming in, you
Yeah.
have the traffic that's converting into sales, and you have how much people are spending.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm getting enough traffic. You know, enough traffic's coming in, and I'm getting a few people buying, and they're buying at the, you know, I'm getting the income goals we have.
Right.
But not enough of those people are converting into sales.
Right.
Right. We have all this traffic, but barely anyone's buying. It's not lucky.
It's data.
It's not lucky if we are able to fix that.
It's all in the data.
It's in the data. We're like, okay, this is not optimized well enough.
Yeah.
The conversions here aren't hitting where they need to be. We either need to fix the offer, fix the copy,
Yeah.
there's things that can be fixed that will fix that
And
problem.
you know, this goes back to the fact that you need to be self-critical because, okay, let's say we think we have a great offer, we think we have a great page, we think we have a great sales
Yeah,
copy,
back
we
to
think,
emotion.
but this is emotional because you think. Fuck what you think. Look
The
at the
marketplace
data.
tells
So
you.
if the marketplace tells you you're not good enough to get the job in the industry, stop blaming other people and simply get your fucking ass in gear. And if you don't like it, you know, you can fuck off because
The marketplace
nothing's
doesn't
gonna happen to
care,
you.
is the
They don't
thing.
give a shit about you. No one gives a shit about you. The only person who can change your life is you. So if you're not gonna do it, who the fuck's gonna help you? Your mom? No one. They're gonna just say, "Oh, you're my poor thing," you know. You work
that
so
doesn't
hard.
then that doesn't serve you.
No one cares how hard you worked. Only
Are you focusing on the right things that will move the needle? And
the
get
only
you
thing
where
that
you need to
matters
go?
is you getting the fucking thing you wanted. So it doesn't matter how much you effort you put in, what you've done. If it doesn't work, you need to reassess yourself. Am I putting enough work? Am I working smart enough? Am I doing the right thing? Do I enjoy what I'm doing, right? If this is, you know, answer to these is no, then the problem is with you, not
Yeah.
with anyone else. If you, you know, fucked up a relationship, the same thing. It could be your girlfriend, but probably gonna be both of you, or maybe even you alone. So you need to ask yourself, right? What is wrong with me? Like honestly in the mirror, right?
The self
And
accountability.
and fix this. Yeah, self accountability. Yeah, fix this shit.
Just
man.
look at the data. Like the data, ignoring luck. Luck will be there here and there. It's gonna happen to you too. But look at the data, the stuff you have control over. If your work's not getting any attention, think, okay, what's wrong with my work here? Am I not unique enough?
Yeah.
Do my renders and composition need improved?
Yeah.
Do my designs need
Ask
improved?
people. That's why you need to think.
Ask people.
This why this woke bullshit needs to fucking stop. Ask people what's wrong with you. And some of them are gonna be assholes. Fuck this shit. Listen to people who know what they're talking about because they will tell you what's wrong with your work. Honestly, right? And the more honest and direct feedback you get, listen to this carefully, yeah? The most honest and direct feedback you get, the more time you'll save. Because getting patted on the back for a shit job done is gonna do you only harm, no good. because people will extend the time you need to get shit fixed that needs to be fixed. So if someone is actually direct, you should be fucking grateful that they direct, because they will save you a shit ton of time. And time is something you cannot buy more. So you should be grateful, not pissed off. You need to
Yep.
change your
And that's why
fucking
people
thinking.
get pissed at you, because you save people time and you're just direct. Let's not beat around the bush here.
If your render is shit, I'll tell you shit, but I'll tell you why it's shit.
Yep.
Right? I'll tell you what's wrong
There's
with
no
it.
point in beating around the bush.
No.
Like people have this terrifying, like, people are terrified of rejection more than mediocrity.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Do you think we are good at everything? No, we don't. We have so many things to improve. Modeling, design. I'm constantly working on this shit. Copyright. He's great at copywriting. Business. He's constantly working on this. So am I.
The reason your previous businesses didn't get where you want them to be
Because we're fucking arrogant.
exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't think, oh, I don't need to market my stuff. I'm good enough.
But hey, I look in the mirror and said, dude, you fucked
Then the
up.
marketplace told you, you're how you feel is
You
wrong.
fucked up. So
That's
I needed
it.
to fix this shit. So what I did, I fixed this shit. And now we're running a, successful business. But it took some work. It took some self-assessment. It took
Yeah.
some kind of a talking to myself about many things. And we all...
Likewise.
We both do it all the time. We correct one another. There's no hard feelings, because the goal is to fucking get the business forward. Not to get fucking your ego massaged, but to get the business. That's the goal.
When I piss you off, you're over it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're like, because what's the point in being doing the silent treatment for a day? People do this shit.
What silent treatment?
You know
I don't
what I
even
mean?
know what the fuck it is.
It's like you'll go off and then we're back to work.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
We have like tangents all the time, but this is normal. If you don't have arguments or
Yeah.
differences of opinions, how the hell are you supposed to improve? If everything is fine, there's no such thing as everything is fine. Relationships are fucked up, your life is fucked up, your work's gonna be fucked. There's always gonna be a problem. Problems are a good thing. The key thing when you encounter a problem is not the problem itself, but how you approach it. Okay, problems usually, most of the time, can be. My wife has actually a good saying: if there's a problem I can fix, I'll fix it. If I can't, I'll skip it. It's a very good Asian, way of thinking. I love Asians. So, they're really smart motherfuckers. So, if you have a problem, that's a good thing. That's a teacher, right? And your job is to overcome the problem. And getting through life, you're gonna encounter problems every fucking day. And let me tell you, the more problems you have, the stronger you're gonna be. So don't
You learn
avoid
new shit.
problems. Learn from these. Yeah, exactly. Solve your problems. And if you can't solve your problems, seek out help. Don't be this, this person who pretends everything is fine and I'm not gonna ask advice because I know better. No, you fucking don't. Because you're stuck in your shit alive. Think about it, right?
And these are the same people complaining over a post like that, saying how much of an asshole he is.
This guy was actually really nice.
Spot on.
There's nothing wrong with his message. He's actually polite almost, right?
It's inspirational.
Yeah.
It should be. I'd think it would be. I just can't comprehend. Like, I didn't even think that people would get triggered at that. That's like, I can't comprehend that mindset.
We went to a great length to actually recover a deleted post from Twitter. That's how interested we were in what he actually wrote. And when we found this post, I was actually disappointed because I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this post? There's nothing wrong with it. I thought he's going to be like, I don't know, kind of on the Ryuu mode, you know what I mean? Like slapping here and there. No, dude, he was nice. He was nice and both of us together.
I can't comprehend
I can't, bro.
the mindset one must have to get triggered over a post like that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're in that mindset, just stick to Reddit because there's no help for you, mate.
Or stay on the Reddit.
And if you really want to change, you need to fucking look in the mirror. There's no such thing as a perfect person, perfect job, perfect relationship, perfect life. There's always something wrong. And the sooner you admit that there's something wrong, and you are responsible for fixing it, the better your life's gonna be. Do you know what I mean? That's it.
And some people, there were also people who weren't triggered by the post. They were like, yeah, you don't really need to work. You just need to work hard at the right things. I agree with those responses and things like that. That's a valid response. Like, we're mainly talking about people who just full on get triggered over that post. Oh, this is wrong with my life. I can't. I don't have time. I have this and that.
The problem we have is people who want to, who say that want something but don't put the work to actually get it done or get to that point.
You don't
right?
want it.
That's you don't want it hard enough, or you just say you want it, but
You're interested.
Yeah, you're interested, right? Or you think you may be, interested in something, but you don't really, you don't really put the actions right where your mouth is. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't really follow up with actions after what you said. So if you say something like, okay, I want to work in a AAA industry, I want to be a game dev. You can't become a game dev in 2 fucking days. You need to have experience. You need to put a lot of work in. You need to have you need to work towards it. Learn a lot of things. So
Look at the data again.
Yeah, it takes time. So if guy who actually works as a game dev tells you how it is to get there,
and you say he's wrong,
and you say he's wrong, now who the fuck is fucked up in here? You.
I can't process it, man. I can't.
I'm like baffled. Just dumbfolded, man. So,
yeah, it's like some people, bro, are just not meant to be helped. They're just meant to remain losers.
Fuck.
That's the truth.
It's a sad thing that he deleted it because I don't think he should have done it, man. It's just we would never do that. We would actually double down on this fucking thing.
Yeah, so I know what's gonna happen here. Somebody's gonna get triggered. They're gonna clip something up. They're gonna say how much of an asshole you and I are.
Dude, go for it.
That's fine.
It's gonna increase
We're
ourselves.
still going to double down on what we say,
bro.
and
Go
we're still
for
going to say regardless of how you feel and
I
the
don't
post
care
you
if
make.
some-
I still. I don't,
you hate me, fine. Go with it, mate. But
we were not trying to serve those people. We're
Just-
not trying to sell anything to those people. They're not going to succeed with any of our stuff.
just think that your feelings towards me will change nothing. Your life is still gonna
We're
be
still
shit.
gonna work.
Yeah, we're still
We're
gonna
still
work.
going to help people.
Yeah, we're still gonna help
We're still
people.
going to be doing the same things. So you might as well do something that benefits you.
Yeah. Just stop being, so touchy and start being smart, because it's all about being smart.
Yeah.
Right? At certain level of intelligence, okay, you put emotions to side and you think, well, fuck it, I'm wrong, okay? I need to fix this shit. Do you have any idea how many times I said it to myself and actually done it? That's why, we are where we are, right? And we're moving forward. That's why, because we are self-critical. We always look, at one another or at ourselves and try to improve, try to better ourselves, right? And of course, there are limits. Like, you don't have to work 20 hours a day, and work yourself to death. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that if you're actually saying that you want to get to point A, you need to walk the path. And the path is going to be,
You need to pay your dues.
Yeah, you need to pay your dues. There's going to be a lot of effort between point A and point B, So it's so funny, man. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't understand
Notice how we can't even
why we have
speak
to
right
explain
now. We
this.
can't process it.
Like how do you explain this to someone who just doesn't see that?
Someone in that mindset, bro, I really think they're just destined to be a loser. And there's going to be a few people who are self-critical and are like, I should have not gotten trigger over that. It's actually right. Time to get to work.
And that I can respect.
Yeah. But that's what we had to bring up, because it was just absolutely ridiculous that this was even a controversial post.
Just remember, it's all about learning from one another, okay? And if someone, like we learn from our students as well, because they come from different walks of life. We can teach them about basics of Blender, UI, hard surface modeling, whatever, but we can learn something else from them. For example, about, engineering, or we have people working for NASA, we have people working for big
they
game
know
companies,
more than we do in some
for
areas.
NVIDIA,
it's cool.
Huge companies, Microsoft. So we can learn so many things from these people, and we can exchange the knowledge. And there's no person out there who knows everything on anything, right? There's always something to fucking learn. So even like we buy courses sometimes on marketing or whatever, and we know quite a lot, there's always something we don't know, and we always look for these gems, right? And that's the same thing with people. You should look for a gem, because if you talk to someone and someone knows some shit, right, and you know some shit, and it's the same field, there's a good chance it's a lot of knowledge going to be overlapping, but there's going to be some gems here and there that you can exchange to get higher. Do you see what I mean? So instead of closing mentally to messages like this. You open your fucking mind and inhale all this shit and process it on a non-emotional level. Like, think, does it really benefit me? Okay, so maybe I should work a bit harder, or maybe I should do a bit more of this, you know.
I do want to bring up one more thing, and it's for people who are like, you know, they don't know how it is with, you don't know how it is with kids, with a job, with a mortgage. I live in a poor country, like these types of excuses. Again, we have to go back to the universe does not operate on emotion. You might be in these situations and it's really tough. I don't doubt that. But again, back to the point, the universe does not operate on emotion. So you have to acknowledge maybe you have 3 kids and it's, you know, times are tough, but still there has to be a level of accountability for that. These are my kids. I made these kids. I have to take care of them, and it's going to be tougher. It is what it is. I have a mortgage. You got the mortgage. You know, you have to pay for it. You know, there's going to be things you just have to be like, maybe this was a good decision, maybe it wasn't, but I still need to operate regardless of that position I'm in. Because what's the other solution?
There was an interesting video with Jordan Peterson. He said something interesting, that the hardest working people on the planet, one of the hardest working people on the planet, are actually single mothers. So if you think about it, they have a kid, but at the same time they have to do everything: clean, cook, go to work, help them with homework, and you know, do all this. So they have zero fucking time, and they still find time to do shit.
Yep.
So what kind of fucking excuse you have? If you have 3 kids, tell your wife to take care of them because you need to do something. But when you say that, fucking do something. Do you know what I mean? Don't just sit there and pretend you're doing something. Actually fucking do something. I don't have kids, but I had 9 to 5. I was working nights. I was fucking, after my work at night, I was going out and I was either studying or actually shooting photography or, you know, teaching people. And I was, you know, doing 2 jobs at once, and I was coming back home, I was fucking exhausted. And I was doing it 7 days a week, okay? So don't fucking tell me you can't do it. Right? And I was older than you probably, because I was in my, you know, late 30s. So, you know, there's no fucking excuse. And when you started Blunderbuss, we were hardworking too, you know. We were working like crazy. You know,
but
I
we
was
also,
I was in my 40s, mate.
at the same time, like, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there should be a level of enjoyment with the work you're doing,
So there will be a tough time, but you always have to think about the good times coming up, right? It's going to get easier, it's going to get better.
And you'll appreciate it more
and you'll
as well.
appreciate, yeah. So,
you know, we didn't meet for almost 4 years, and now we're here, like, in Japan, chilling, working. Like, that delayed gratification was 100% worth it.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
So that's what we wanted to bring this up in this podcast, because it was just ridiculous what we read.
You guys have to stop. If you're doing it, you gotta stop doing it. Just seriously stop focusing on what's out. This is the problem with fucking modern world, okay? There's too much fucking shit out there. You got fucking Instagram, you got fucking Facebook, fucking people spend so much fucking time wasting on other people's lives that you don't have time to live your own. Fuck that shit. Turn your phone off and get your ass to work. Do you see what I mean? Focus. You need to learn how to focus. If you can't focus, get the fucking therapy. I don't care. Fix this shit. Because the problem is you, not the world. You say no to drugs. You say no to alcohol. You say no to fucking hoes. You know what I mean? It's fucking you, not anyone else that can actually change that. So stop blaming circumstances for your fucking situation. Take an accountability and fucking change it. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
Pisses
about
me
it.
the fuck off, man. Pisses me the fuck off.
And some people are going to win, and some people are going to lose, and that's solely dependent on how they're thinking.
Yeah, and
That's
this podcast pisses you off. I don't give a shit, man. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. We don't care. We blend the bros. We don't give a shit. We care only about people who, you know, who are there to win, you know, who want to improve.
We're here to support winners and people that want to win. And
that's it.
That's about
I don't care about anyone else. So
That's it.
if you
It's way easier.
If you bother about it, whatever.
It's way easier to serve the person who's already winning or wants to win than the person who's trying not to lose. 100%.
Yeah, they're so much easier to work with because they know what they want. They just enthusiastic. They want to learn. They That's the thing. They're open-minded. If someone wants to learn, they're open-minded. If you have some, I don't know, you know, if you start blaming everything around you, you're closed-minded because you don't see the core problem, which is you. That's the core problem, okay? And you're trying to avoid it because you think, oh, it can't be me because I'm fucking perfect. No, you're not.
Nope.
social media told you perfect, and it's a fucking lie. So wake the fuck up.
Or the teachers.
Yeah, all the teachers, whatever.
School.
They're patting you on the back for, attendance. The fuck is this shit? Stop attending, stop fucking achieving.
Bro, I'm glad you didn't grow up in the U.S.
Dude,
The amount of woke shit you'd have to deal with.
I'll probably emigrate, man. I couldn't stand it.
Oh, man. Good podcast, I think.
Yeah, it was good, man.
Let us know what you think. If you have any different perceptions. But if you're just going to get triggered, then that doesn't serve anyone now, does it? Anyways, that's it for today's podcast. See you guys later.
See you guys.